Hello, my friends.
Hi everyone.
How are you today or tonight, depending on where you are from?
Yes, of course.
We hope you have a good day or good night. And thank you again for watching us with a new video about a very hot subject.
Well, people probably already saw the thumbnail of the picture of the video, so they know it's about fear.
Fear, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about our experiences,
Yeah.
how we see it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So there must be so many experiences about fear. But if I have to share something about fear, is mostly not the fear itself, but it's more about my way of avoiding fear. That is I think the most important thing that we can share about fear, because fear
Exactly.
itself can have so many forms and shapes and situations, but do you run away from it or do you face this fear? Because that is the better choice, as far as I have learned.
Yeah.
So
exactly. That's the core thing, Arash. That's true. So it's the fear. It's we talked about it about emotions in the last video. So again, also with fear, there's a core idea is that we try to avoid certain feelings, and those feelings have become a fear, and we can only make it bigger as long as we keep like escaping from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So probably your experience was also related to that.
Yeah, for me, of course the reasons are many, but each time I had this fear, and whenever I chose to run away from it, it started here, just below my stomach, the second chakra, you can call it, I think. Yeah. And whenever it happens, it happened here, and it was like a very big explosion, but in a very small dot. So each time it happened, I recognized it so fast and so many times that I wanted to run away from it. So it came, and I wanted to defend myself. There are so many forms of avoiding it. One of them, the most important one, is defending.
Exactly.
So whenever it happens, you think now it's the time you act out of your instinct and you just switch into survival mode.
Exactly.
It's like there is fear, but you don't want to see the fear, and you don't even want to go deep enough to see what it is. So what do? You think it's the rest against me. Yeah. So now I have to
you make it
defend.
true, you make it real for yourself.
Yeah, you make it very real for yourself. But if you just focus and remind yourself that this is happening within you, inside you, you choose to, in other words, you choose to go deeper into yourself and see what it is, where does it come from, the origin of it, the root, that kind of thing. Yeah. But as far as you choose for defending and reacting, action, reaction, then this will continue, and you will not change anything.
Exactly. It will come after you. You think, even when you think you have defended yourself in one situation, and then maybe even you kind of remove that person who was involved with that fear is maybe even not anymore in your life. Maybe you went somewhere else. It keeps coming back to you in different forms and shapes and different people.
Yes.
Because why? Because the issue was never outside of you. The issue was always inside of you.
Yeah.
So actually, it's a part of you which attracts that, because it wants you to see the fear and let it go, embrace the fear, accept it. But we keep like escaping from it, and that makes the fear bigger.
Yeah, and the important part is that when we do that, this kind of things will come back to you. It will show itself, this being lonely, alone, afraid, and I have to, become better than you, and I have to defend myself, and I have to be the best in everything. This being perfect, because you believe you already are not perfect. This will, this will just hurt you. This will keep this pattern, and it will go automatically. And but the only thing that can wake you up is just realizing that this is happening within you. And the movie outside of you is it looks different. It looks like the director is different and the actors are different, but It's all you. You are the real director of the movie and the maker and the producer and everything you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one other thing I want to say, maybe we can also talk a little bit about like what those fears could be, like give some examples. And you said actually a very nice example, such as I'm not good enough.
Oh, yeah.
Because sooner or later it comes back again to your identity, which you're trying to protect, which you're trying to, as if you're in a competition and something is not, you're not having this same amount of happiness as the rest, or you're lacking something. And the fear comes in different forms and shapes, and it's always also not in now moment. That's also interesting to say, Arash, because it's always like worrying about the future. Well, what if this happens to me? What if that happens to me? And again, your central point of view is that character in a dream, which you are looking to about, and you're trying to protect it, trying to like a computer game, all these levels and coming, and all these obstacles you come into, and you try to actually save the hero of the dream. That's also what we got inspiration from the Course in Miracles, where it is talking about the hero of the dream, which we think we are, but we are not. And that always works with the fear. It comes back again with fear.
It's interesting that you mentioned the time, the future and the past, because what I have experienced is if you are totally in the moment, in the present moment, because that is the only thing which is real, if you are totally there, it's impossible to be afraid. Whenever you are afraid and you feel the fear, it's not coming from now, it's coming from being afraid of the future, what might happen. And your imagination will create it for you, what might happen, and that will make your fear more real for you. Or whatever happened in the past, and you still,
didn't let it go, actually.
You didn't let it go, but why didn't you let it go? That is also maybe important. You didn't let it go because you didn't observe it in the right way. You didn't accept it. You didn't do the process in the right way. You only felt it for a second, and you just joined the story that you made, and you go into a circle. That is the problem. But if you just sit down, start very slowly, just watch it, watch the fear. What is it doing to me? What is happening in my body? Why am I now angry about that person of 30 years ago? If you just look to it in the right way, it will just, the amount of this energy, this fake energy will decrease, and it will go, suddenly it will go away. And you will surprise yourself, and the miracle has happened. So
that's beautiful, and it comes, Arash, when the realization of that I'm not alone here. I do not have to worry about anything. My happiness is actually guaranteed by the light, by the God, or whatever you want to call it. So once we think we are alone, and there is the fear, we believe into the fear, which comes from the ego. Again, we start to accepting, I believe, falling for it, actually. And once we fall for it, we make it real, and that's where the fear starts to become bigger and bigger. And So what can we do about it? You mentioned being in now moment, right? Is one of the things.
It's very some kind of hot topic on YouTube, I think. If you go Eckhart Tolle, and everybody's talking about the power of now and being in the now. But you really need to understand what it means, because otherwise it becomes a book for you and some kind of theory. The now is powerful, but okay, very nice and beautiful, but how do I do it? That is the problem for most of people. Well, the first thing is to recognize when you are not in the now. Otherwise, because in the beginning you need a duality. You need to see, I am in the now, I am not in the now. Because if even that doesn't exist in your mind, then you never know what you're doing. So first you need to become conscious
some point of reference, maybe.
Yes, exactly. So first you need to become conscious of, am I in the now, or am I not in the now?
Exactly.
That is the beginning phase of it. After that, it will change. It will change into, okay, which one do I want to? And that will also
Yeah.
continue. There are so many phases, but
Yeah.
for beginners, my suggestion is to give yourself some time every day, or whenever you feel that now you are not peaceful, you give yourself some time. Just do the basics, breathe in and out, relax, and only watch what is happening inside you. Don't interfere, don't make it real, don't even give yourself suggestions or plan, or just don't join this game, this movie. Just be a watcher. Practice this, and don't forget, it needs time. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be really like practiced. It's not like by reading a book or even watching this video and you suddenly don't have fear. We all have it in some degree, but once we know how to deal with it and we actually do it, like practice it, in our meditations, or as what Arash said, like trying to start by asking yourself, am I in a now moment or not? That is a really nice way to start. And one thing I just myself want to also share about it is the fear, as we said, is always about certain feeling, certain emotion, which we do not want to feel. It's like the fear is a belief system telling us that something forbidden, something should not happen, right? But the funny thing about it is actually the remedy for that, solution for that, is actually to embrace that feeling as if it's happened. So you can say to yourself, what if it's like that? Just let it happen.
Yes.
In your mind, you don't have to actually go and do those things, but just think for yourself, why not? Let me have that, embrace that emotion instead of like forbid something. Let's say I'm allowed to do anything. Because those things come from the belief systems. There's something that says this doing that is not a good thing, or and that could come from the society, it could come from the parents, from our childhood. It could be many things.
Well, that is a nice one. I think it begins in education. When you go to school, primary school, when you're a child, and the first thing you learn is how to be above everybody else. And that is the problem. So each one you feel something fearful, it happens so fast you don't even realize, but you think, I did something wrong, and when I have this, how can I be above somebody else? So let this guilty feeling not stop you. Just tell yourself it's okay to be afraid. How come?
Exactly, that's the one.
It's
allow
very
yourself.
okay. Just allow yourself. Why do you think that whenever you laugh, it's only okay to laugh? Or whenever I have joy, it's okay. Every emotion is okay. And when you do that, something else will happen to you. If you allow every emotion to come to the surface, something will change. Then
That's
whenever
beautiful.
you are happy, you will not make a drug out of it. Whenever you are sad, you will also not make a devil out of that. Because whatever emotion there is, you're only there.
Exactly.
You're being there. You're not in control of everything, and the I, the powerful I,
the control comes
unavailable.
from the fear, actually, the control.
This control, you need to let go, and just embrace what he said. Embrace everything. You don't have to be the chooser. No need.
Now I'm thinking deeper about it. I think there is this trust relationship we build with higher self, or with the light, or whatever you call it. That trust feeling, which needs to be practiced, that will eventually let you let go of the control and just be in the moment, and let the emotions come as they come, and just let them happen, and not be like the judge of like, oh, I should not have this emotion, I should not have this one I should have, because that again is control. And maybe someone who watch our video, they might think, oh, we are talking about how to avoid fear,
no.
or fear is a bad thing. No, we're just actually saying it's okay to be fearful, and we're talking about recognizing fear, looking at it and see it's empty thing at the end, it's nothing. So we're not judging it as a bad thing, because once we start judging it, again, we are making a devil out of it, evil out of it, which is not.
It's like somebody make you afraid, and all you do in your mind is like, it is his fault, he did it. Puyan did it. It's because of him that I am afraid. It's very easy to do that, so avoiding something is not You shouldn't feel proud if you're avoiding something. Or when somebody needs your help, you're avoiding this person. Or you make a list of, with these people, I want to hang out, the other ones I don't want to see. You don't feel proud about that, because it's not very difficult to do that, you know?
Yeah.
But see the reason behind it, the cause behind it. Not just how can I make my life better than everybody else here. That doesn't work. We have tried many things. It doesn't work.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It is actually the realization we are more working towards the cause of the issues rather than be on the effect of it. As in Course in Miracles, for example. So there we are actually practicing in the mind instead of actually following those things, because a lot of the self-help books or movies, the videos might tell you, okay, you have to get rid of this person in your life and you should do this. Like, they're talking about behavior. They're talking about how to change things in the form so you can be more happily, more nice, comfortable or whatever. But we are talking about actually looking. So we are talking about actually going back to the mind and there trying to observe things.
The obstacles of peace.
The obstacles of peace, very well said, yeah. So we just want to be aware of them. And once we be aware, when we look from that point, which is the vision actually, then the light will start shining on them, and then suddenly they're not there anymore, because before there was darkness.
Yeah, the light is always there, and he is always calling you to just say hello, you know, or give a handshake. But we are always the one who think that we can handle it on our own. So we just fall back into that I, you know, I can do it. This is
the little I.
The little I. While the big I, which is the real one, was always there. So let's give it a try, you know. Just choose for yourself, because now you think you're choosing for yourself, but you are not. You are choosing for the little I. And that is not going to help you, because this I will remain the little I. Whatever you do, if you achieve, I don't know, become the champion of everything you want, the little I will always remain the little I. Whatever you do.
That's true.
But the big one, it's not even the big one, but to...
we just use these words now. Only one of them exists, actually.
Only one of them exists. But first you need to see the fake one, what it is doing to you, you know, this is the obstacle. So just give it a try. Just be afraid sometimes. It's okay. Laugh sometimes.
Very nice.
No problem. No problem.
Yes, as Kenneth Wapnick says always in his teaching, as for the Course in Miracles, this is a course about looking. So we want to look at the error, because many people, they think, okay, it means like I should not, when we are talking about illusion and things like that, they think, oh, we are trying to deny things, right? That's not true. We try to actually look at the things, but looking at them with the higher self, Holy Spirit, as our teacher. So once we start looking at it that way, then we see the obstacles and we let them go. We give them to our higher spirit, the higher self, to our Holy Spirit. We give it, and so it's very nice subject.
One more thing, a very maybe a scientific one, maybe for some people, some logic one. Whenever you are in this fear, and the only thing you are seeing and the only real thing for you is this fear, and how can I run away from it? Just know that you are not watching right now. But whenever you zoom out and just see what it is, how it is working, what it is doing, just know that that one is the real one. Otherwise, he couldn't watch the fake one. So the fake one needs somebody to observe. It's like quantum physics. They tested something that is particles, you know, they just, I forgot the name.
Yeah, the observer is actually affecting the particles.
Yeah, whenever there was an observer, they were behaving in a different way. So this is also the same. There, you need some observer to see the fake part of everything, the fear and everything.
Yes.
So
that's it.
We have
some
kind
music
of party here because it's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
And
but it's okay. It's actually anyway. We discussed many topics now, so this is very nice one. The quantum physics also. We don't have to give any practice or something like that, right?
We just did in a way.
Yeah, zoom out what you just said.
Zoom out, observe,
that's a good one.
And it's okay to be afraid. Embrace all emotions.
That's the key thing, Arash. It's okay to be afraid, accepting the fear, and not like trying to say, no, the fear is not there, or just fooling yourself. No. Accept it, place it, because once you accept it, you let it flow, and you let it, you open the way for the light, for the healing.
When you accept it, you start to become responsible, because now you have accepted it's inside of me. It's not something that I have to do anything about it, but just I see that I'm now afraid. Okay, that's
That's
it.
it.
It's
okay to be.
It's okay.
Yeah.
When you're happy, how do you analyze how to? Why am I happy?
No.
You're just happy. This is the same. So don't think that you have to choose between your emotions, because they come to you for a reason.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, everyone.
See you next time, I guess.
Yes.
And don't forget the ritual, how to subscribe and like and share if it's helpful.
Yes, please share it with your friends.
Comment.
We are still, we like to really reach out to all of you and bring more interesting subjects in future, and looking forward to doing more of these videos with Arash.
And don't forget, you're not the only one who's afraid. We are all one in all kind of emotions. So don't think you're lower or anything.
It's a good message.
Have a good day or night.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.